class. Today we're going to discuss about phrases. So on phrases, we'll discuss about the types of phrases, especially the prepositional phrase, adjective phrase, and of course we'll talk about adverb phrase. So we'll discuss about these three for today, and in the next lesson we'll talk about noun and adverbial phrases. So to begin with, let's define a phrase. So a phrase is a group of related words that does not necessarily constitute the meaning of the sentence and has no finite verb. So this is a group of words that does not give a clear meaning in the sentence. It means the phrase carry words that cannot give you a meaning. So they don't also contain a finite verb. So a finite verb is a verb that has a subject and shows the tense. When you say has a subject, it means before that verb it is followed by a noun or a pronoun, and that verb shows the tense. Either it's present, past, or future, just like that. So especially we'll talk about present and past, or a participle, just like that. So we call that one a finite verb. A verb that shows a tense and that has a subject. It's called a finite verb. So a phrase that does not contain a finite verb, in the same way, a phrase is a group of words which does not give a clear meaning. So a good example for a finite verb is she baked bread. She baked bread. So we have a subject, she. Then we have a verb, baked. It means baked is being followed by she. So these are finite verbs. They work like that. Then we have types of phrases. So the type of a phrase is determined by the head of the phrase. So the head of the phrase is the part of speech from where the phrase begins. So the phrase is mostly named after the name of the head. For example, in, very, and calling as the heads of the phrases. For example, you have in the bush. In the bush. The head there is the preposition, in the bush. So in most cases, when a phrase begins with a preposition and ends with a noun, that one is also called a prepositional phrase. Maybe very terrifying. Very is an adverb. So starting with that, it can be an adverb clause. Culling sugar. So you say culling. That one can be a verbal phrase, whereby culling is a gerund. So it can be a verbal phrase or a verb phrase. The first type of phrase is prepositional phrases. So it is said that a true prepositional phrase has no question to answer. In other words, it is not guided by any question. It functions as a preposition. So phrase imene imagwira ntchito ngati preposition, and it does not answer any question. It is straightforward, just like that. So it starts with a preposition and ends with a noun or pronoun. For example, he was still in the tree. He was still in the tree. So we have in the tree. So in most cases, preposition phrases looks like this: in the tree. As simple as that. She was wounded by him. So she was wounded by him. So you see, by him is just working as a preposition here. In the tree. working as a preposition here. So this is how prepositional phrases mostly looks like. Then we have adjectival phrases or adjective phrases. So these are phrases that qualify nouns in sentences. So they also answer the question which. So adjective phrases, they answer the question which. Now it is said that sorry for this one. We have to highlight this one. This one need to be highlighted. This one. Yeah. So they also answer the question which. So here is how adjective phrases are formed. 1. A, they are formed from prepositions. For example, the man with a wooden leg is intelligent, qualifying man. So you can see here is a preposition with being followed by man, which is a noun. We slept near the hotel. We slept at the hotel near the lake. That one is qualifying the noun hotel. In short, phrases accompanied by a noun are adjective phrases. So the first way, they begin with a preposition like this. Imayamba ndi preposition koma uku kumakhala kuti kuli noun. Mukayiona prepositional phrase ija timakhala ndi preposition and a noun. Mene pakuonekera example number 2, near the lake. What is the difference here is that here this one is followed by hotel. Mukaonetsetsa apa. So it is qualifying the word hotel. Prepositional phrase ija sifunika kuti apa zikhala noun before the phrase. B, they are formed from infinitive phrases. What is infinitive? Magai, tikanena kuti ma infinitives ni ma verb amene amabwera mosogozana ndi to. Basi, iwo they are followed by to. Mwachisanzo, the idea was to jump, to spend, to eat, to walk, to learn, to any verb amene akusogozana ndi mawu kuti ndi preposition to amene timachula kuti infinitive. So awawa kunena kuti they are formed from infinitives. Ndi kuti niyo kuti muzo kuti ndi adjective clause a phrase njira ina ndi imene yonena kuti amabwera ndi to verb then kumalizisa uko, to verb kumalizisa uko. So mwana kuti the money to spend qualifying money, the shelf to keep qualifying shelf. C, formed from participle phrases. So my participle phrases tikuwaona apa, it's like they are starting with a gerund. Noun amene akutha ndi ing koma kumayambiriro kukhale kuti verb amene akutha ndi ing koma kumayambiriro akupangidwa preceded by a noun. The students staring at us are happy. Staring at us, building the mansion. So we have the man building the mansion. So you see man, you see the students here. So these are other examples of how adjective phrases are formed. Then we have adverbial phrases or adverb phrases. So these answer questions that begin with how, why, when, where, and to what extent. So they modify verbs, adverbs, and adjectives. They can modify verbs, adverbs, and adjectives. Kuma mostly they modify my verbs. Let's see this one again. So these ones are formed from preposition phrases. The first way, they are formed from preposition phrases. Alright? Lero ma adverb phrase amathaso kubwera ngati phrase ya preposition. munjira yotani. You remember timanena kuti preposition phrase imakhala phrase imene ikupanga kale preposition and noun. Timangoyang'ana function yauko. Mwachisanzo, Uta slept in the lab. Slept ndikuti akupanga modify verb slept. Makamu came because of you, akupanga modify verb came. Ma preposition phrase ena amafomeka kuchokera kuma adverb. Mwachisanzo, Atupere worked solidly, so that is an adverb. Solidly. So these ones are simple to identify. Ukangona chonchi chimene ndo maito zakali kuti ndi preposition. Ivoni learn very fast, very fast to work. Mona kuti imene yoyo ikuchita kuoneka kaleso kuti ndi chani preposition. Yeah, so that is about prepositional phrases. So they are formed from prepositions. They are also formed from adverb heads. So these are the types of phrases that we are supposed to discuss today. Then in the other part we'll talk about verb phrases, and of course we'll discuss about noun phrases. So for noun phrases it will be very simple, thank you, because we'll take the same idea of the clauses. Yep.